everybody? Welcome back out here to today's video. As you already know, guys, we're getting so close to the end of 2023 as it is already October. I feel like just yesterday it was like New Year's Day and 2023 it just began. We're now all the way in October. We're less than 1 week away. We're actually exactly 1 week away until the start of November. And so Monster for 2023, it's coming down to the wire, and for Monster Jam, it is also coming down the wire here for my 2023 Diecast Monster Jam season. My 2023 Diecast Monster Jam season has been very amazing. It's done really good. We've done so many events this year. We've done a lot of events here this year. We've done so many shows, having my biggest year ever here, from my biggest main season ever with all the shows we did and during the main season, and all the shows I did during the summer break from Houston, and the 2 shows in Houston, Abu Dhabi, the 2 shows in Miami, Jacksonville, the 2 shows in Venice, Florida, and the 2 shows in Atlanta. My Diecast World Finals returning to a 32 truck field. The end of summer show, more added quarter two arena shows in Sunrise and Tampa, and then the our last event, the All-Star Challenge with Marvel versus DC. It's been quite a big year, our biggest year yet so far here for the Diecast League, and it is almost over. As you already know, we have another show coming up here for the Diecast League this weekend in Orlando, Florida, for the Halloween show, which is going to be really amazing. And after that, we'll have 2 shows left in late November to end off our year. So let's check and see where in the lineup for the where and who is what's going to happen here for this show. So first off, this will be a Steel Titans 2 show, as Steel Titans 2 will be returning for the first time in a very long time. The last time we had a Steel Titans show was in May, which it was been over 5 months ago. The last Steel Titans 2 show was in May. I believe it was May 5th, I believe, was the show. Oh, it was in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, I believe, for Arena Series East, for an arena show. Oh, but the last stadium show we did on Steel Titans 2, I believe, was Glendale, Arizona on April 16th. So it's been a really long time since we've done a Steel Titans 2 show, and here we go. I got this show just through a random, I randomly generated. I put all the shows that have happened across now 2023 into a roulette, and I spun it, and that's how I determined it. So it's a randomly generated show. That's how I've done it the past 2 years for the end of summer and end of year show. And so here it is out here for the end of year show. 2 shows, November 25th through the 26th, 2023, Angel Stadium, Anaheim, California. We cannot wait to be back in Anaheim for 2 more shows. No, we were in Anaheim earlier this year throughout January and February, and we did 3 awesome shows there, and we're going to be back here for the end of the year show out here. But next up here, we're going to take a look here at this lineup, as this is quite an interesting lineup. We have Tyler Medinga and Gravedigger, Bari Musauer and Zombie, Lindsey Reid and Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger, Cory Rumble and Megalodon, Jim Kohler and Avenger, John Gordon and Bad Company, Ryan Disharoon and Shaker, Joe Foley and Axe, Chris Kohler and Monster Mutt, Charlie Pauken and El Toro Loco, and Colt Stevens and Thunder Boris. So some interesting things to note here about this lineup is our stadium is your 2023 Stadium Tour Blue champion, and Tyler Medinga and Gravedigger will be back competing at this show. We'll make Tyler Medinga's last show for 2023, which is going to be really awesome. Tyler Medinga's had a really great season throughout 2023, from winning his first ever Stadium Tour on Stadium Tour Blue, to winning the best trick competition in the Marvel versus DC All-Star Challenge, and also being a part of that winning team It's been really good here for Tyler Menninga here, and he's hoping to end it off strong here in Anaheim, here in Angel Stadium. We have Barry Musauer and Zombie, who is one of the only two drivers in this event that are going to be competing in the Halloween show coming up. Barry Musauer's also had a pretty interesting and great season this year, although it wasn't as good as he has wanted it to. He's hoping to end it off strong here in Anaheim. He is your World Freestyle Champion, your World Finals Freestyle Champion. He won the World Freestyle Championship back in Nashville, Tennessee on July 25th at World Finals 24. He is your World Finals 24 Freestyle Champion and is now a two-time World Finals Freestyle Champion here. And he is happy to be back here and competing in another event. Barry is, although he had a struggle on the Stadium Series Blue, he has definitely picked things up since World Finals. He won the World Finals Freestyle Championship, but he also won back at our last event, just maybe almost 3 weeks ago, back for the Marvel vs. DC All-Star Challenge. He was the captain of Team Marvel, driving Black Panther, and he was able to bring home the win here during the All-Star Challenge on Team Marvel. Oh, and also won freestyle at the event, so he's also on the Freestyle All-Star Challenge here, so it's been a really good job here for Barry Musauer. He's going to end things off strong here with these last 3 events of the season. Barry wants to end off strong and have a great ending to his season, and for these last 3 events, there's 2 events in Anaheim and then 1 coming up this weekend in Orlando. With these last 3 events, Barry wants to do really well at the end and end off strong here and hope to try to bring home a couple more wins. Next up, we have Lindsey Reid and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Lindsey Reid will be returning to Monster Mutt Dalmatian here as all season long, Lindsey Reid has been driving Scooby-Doo. Lindsey Reid drove Scooby-Doo all throughout Arena Series East, the World Finals, and even the end of summer show in Nashville. Oh, and now she is back once again here to drive Dalmatian. And as she drove Dalmatian for a couple shows at the end of 2022, she also drove Lindsey Reid also drove Wonder Woman this year for the All-Star Challenge in Glendale just a couple weeks ago. She competed and drove Wonder Woman in that event here. And so now she's driving a third and now different identity here for the season. Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Lindsey Reid drove Monster Mutt Dalmatian and before quite a few times last year. She drove it during the All-Star Challenge last year. She drove during the Fire vs. Ice All-Star Challenge last year. When she made her return after she took off a maternity leave for most of 2022, and she came back in October of 2022. She drove Dalmatian then. Then she also drove Dalmatian in the early November Orlando show. She drove then, and then she drove in the end of year shows in Orlando and did pretty well. She actually got a freestyle win in Dalmatian, and back in Orlando, Florida, show 3 of last year here on November 26th. She ended up bringing home a freestyle and overall event championship win. So Lindsey Reid is hoping to do that again here. Lindsey Reid is now getting this will be her 3rd stadium event here of the year. She drove in 2 stadium events so far this year. So we're in World Finals and the end of summer show which both took place in Nashville, Tennessee at Nissan Stadium. So Lindsey Reid is sure happy to be back here behind the wheel of Dalmatian and ready to rock it out in a stadium event. Next up, we have Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger. Ryan Anderson is back in Son of a Digger here for one of the final shows here 2023. Like Barry, he will be competing in Orlando this weekend for the Halloween show. So be sure to stay tuned for that coming up this weekend. And as Ryan Anderson will be behind the wheel of Son of a Digger for that show, and then after that, he'll get to drive Son of a Digger yet again in the end of year show in Anaheim, California. Ryan's going to have an epic ending to the year. Ryan didn't have the season like he wanted to. Ryan's season was still good this year, but not as good as what he had wanted it to be. So he wants to have a strong ending to the season. And here for for this year here, and he's hoping to really burn it down here for you fans in Anaheim. It'll be the final show of the year, so Ryan will have a couple, almost like over a month to get his truck ready to go out here for the 2024 season. So Ryan's definitely gonna burn it down here. Next up, we have Cory Rumble and Megalodon. Cory Rumble will be back behind the wheel of Megalodon here yet again. And here, this will be Cory Rumble's first event back in Monster Jam since the World Finals, and he cannot wait to be back here behind the wheel of his Dirt Dolphin Megalodon. He really wants to fly this shark really high in the air. Cory Rumble has had some pretty good luck in Anaheim in the past, so he's hoping to have that good luck can continue in Anaheim, and is hoping to bring home a win here and end off this pretty good 2023 season here for Cory Rumble. We have Jim Kohler and Avenger. Jim Kohler's hoping to have a great weekend in Anaheim, as Jim Kohler loves Anaheim. It is one of his favorite venues who's out there, so he is really excited to get to compete in Anaheim once again here to end off the year here, and he wants to go out with a bang here and do really well in Anaheim and try to bring home a win for all you fans. Next up, we have John Gordon in Bad Company here. John Gordon had a really good appearance in his last event that he competed at, which is the Marvel vs. DC All-Star Challenge. He did really good here in helping out Team Marvel try to bring home a win, as he really did help out the team a lot, as he did really good in the racing and freestyle competitions. He did really well at and burned it down here. And John Gordon is ready to go higher for the final shows of the year in Anaheim. He wants to definitely give a good run in Bad Company. For one last time here in 2023. He wants to have a really good ending here to his season and try to bring home a win. We have Ryan Disharoon and Shaker, your 2023 Race Showdown champion. We have not seen Ryan Disharoon drive since the World Finals here in Monster Jam, so he's really excited to be back here. He won the Showdown back at the World Finals, and even made it to the semifinals, I believe, in racing at the World Finals back earlier this year in Nashville, Tennessee. He really wants to do really good here for all the fans here. He's definitely going to try to burn it down here for his final show, and they can just take that truck back to the shop back in Maryland and have a couple weeks to repair it. So he can be ready to go for when 2024 starts. We have Joe Foley in Axe. Joe Foley will be back behind the wheel of Axe here for one last time in 2023. And unlike some of the other drivers on this list, we have not seen Joe Foley compete since Venice, Florida, back in mid-June. So it's been a really long time since we've seen Joe Foley drive this Axe truck here in Monster Jam. So he is really ready to come back here and burn it down here in Anaheim, California. He really wants to do good here and Joe Foley wants to end off his rookie season on a strong note. Next up, we have Chris Kohler in Monster Mutt. Chris Kohler is the 2023 Rookie of the Year. He's also had a pretty good rookie season here as Chris Kohler. He's done really amazing job here this year. He did really good. Yeah, he did really good driving Monster Mutt. Chris Kohler has really had an outstanding year. He also is your 2023 Stadium Freestyle of the Year award winner, as his run from Indianapolis was just amazing and off the hook, and got him that award here for that win. Chris Kohler has had a lot of good luck here on the Steel Titans 2 shows. Chris Kohler's definitely had a lot of freestyle wins this year, coming off the Steel Titans 2 shows. He's had high freestyle finishes in Arlington, to even winning some of the freestyles. I believe he took home a freestyle win in Anaheim and in Indianapolis. And in these Steel Titans 2 shows. So Chris Kohler is really ready to rock it out here in Anaheim. He cannot wait. He's done good in Anaheim in the past, so we cannot wait to see what Chris Kohler has up in store here. Chris Kohler's returning to Monster Mutt here. He has not driven Monster Mutt since Venice, Florida. Chris Kohler drove Monster Mutt all season long in 2023. He drove it from the first show in San Diego all the way to Venice, and he decided to switch out rides at World Finals to drive Brutus instead of Monster Mutt. So he made that switch for World Finals, and yeah, now he's back in Monster Mutt for the first time in quite a while. Next up, we have Charlie Pauken in El Toro Loco. Charlie Pauken is ready to go out in Anaheim, California. Charlie Pauken, and has had a pretty interesting 2023 season. Charlie Pauken should have driven a lot of trucks here throughout 2023. Right? He's driven El Toro Loco at several events. He drove Megalodon on the international tour. He drove Monster Mutt at the World Finals and drove Monster Mutt Rottweiler at the All-Star Challenge for Marvel vs. DC. And it's been quite an interesting year for Charlie Pauken with all the identities he's driven. He drove El Toro Loco quite a few times this season, but he did drive Megalodon throughout the international tour throughout Stockholm, Sweden, the South African tour in Cape Town, Johannesburg, and Durban. And he also drove Megalodon in Abu Dhabi for those 5 international shows that he did this season. Charlie Pauken also drove Monster Mutt for the World Finals. They decided, since there was already a Megalodon in the World Finals, they decided to switch him up, and he decided to drive Monster Mutt for the World Finals this past season. So he got a chance to drive Monster Mutt for the event. And then he drove Monster Mutt Rottweiler for the Marvel vs. DC All-Star Challenge. And then he ended up getting a chance to drive El Toro Loco for probably his ride that he did most of the season. So he drove El Toro Loco in Indianapolis, Anaheim, California, Show 3, El Paso, Texas, Arlington, Texas, and Al Lopez. So we did 5 shows behind the wheel of El Toro Loco. And he did pretty good in those 5 shows, including a second place finish in freestyle in Indianapolis. This finishing just short behind Chris Kohler. So this is gonna be really interesting end of year show here for Charlie Pauken and El Toro Loco. And then we have Colt Stevens and Thunder Wars. We have not seen Colt Stevens drive in a long time here in Thunder Wars. Colt Stevens has had quite a long time off. Colt Stevens sadly did not make it into the World Finals back in July. So we have not seen him drive since Venice, Florida. So that was a really, really long time ago. So the last time he drove was, I believe, on June 14th, I would have to say. And, from my belief, yeah, it was June 14th was the last time we have seen Colt Stevens drive. He drove Thunder Wars in Venice, Florida. Colt Stevens has had quite an interesting season driving Thunder Wars, including his really good freestyle that he had back in Houston, Texas, Show 3 at the beginning of the summer break. So, and Colt Stevens has done many great freestyles throughout the year in Thunder Wars. So he cannot wait to come out here in Nashville and do an amazing not Nashville. He's ready to come out here to Anaheim and do a really amazing show here for all you fans getting to drive and represent the Apex Predator. We have not seen Thunder Wars compete since the Tampa and Sunrise shows for arena shows with Tony Oaks behind the wheel. So it's nice to see Colt Stevens get back behind the wheel here of the Apex Predator. And so that is going to be it here for the end of year show. The track will be figure 8 style. We're going to be bringing back figure 8 style racing in here, which we have not seen been used since Detroit. So, figure 8 style racing we've seen it been used quite a few times this season throughout the Anaheim shows and Detroit. So, it will be nice to see a figure 8 style return here. Coming back here, we'll be running the Anaheim 2 track. The track we've been running all on the track you saw ran in the 3 Anaheim shows earlier in the season, back in January and February. The Anaheim 2 track on Steel Titans 2. It won't be the track we're using. Sorry if anybody's going to be disappointed by that, but that is the track we're going to be using. But don't worry, guys. We're definitely going to have a surprise for you. For those disappointed about what track we're going to be doing for the end of year show, don't be disappointed, as you got to be looking forward to this weekend in Orlando. As this weekend in Orlando, we will be debuting a brand new track in Orlando, Florida, coming up next weekend. So you guys, coming up this weekend. And so coming up this weekend for the Halloween show in Orlando, Florida on October 28th, you guys have got to be looking out for that, as we will be debuting a brand new track out there in Orlando. So be sure to stay tuned for that, as that is going to be really interesting. But that's all I've got to say here for this video with this lineup. It's going to be a really fun weekend out here, November 25th and 26th. Here, it's going to be a really fun way here to end off the 2023 season here. I cannot wait to do another Steel Titans 2 shows. It's been a while since I've done one of those, so I'm really excited to be getting back and doing another Steel Titans 2 show. It's going to be fun. You guys definitely have to be liked, subscribed, and ring the notification bell. Also, you guys be notified for when these shows come out. Show 1 on November 25th will begin at 7 p.m. and Show 2 will begin at 3 p.m. on Sunday the following day. So it's going to be an interesting rest of the year, guys. We've only got 3 shows left. We have the Halloween show in Orlando, Florida this weekend, and then we have the 2 shows in Anaheim coming up in Thanksgiving break. So you guys have got to be looking forward to that. Be sure you like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, as you guys are not going to want to miss here, as we're going to end out 2023 here with a bang. And that is basically about it. Everybody, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more Monster Jam action be coming your way very soon. And have a God bless day, everybody. We'll see you guys this weekend here for the Orlando shows. And also, if you have not already if you have not signed up for the holiday racing, which I posted in the previous video, please be sure you guys go sign up here for holiday racing. As you know, there's still a few trucks remaining in here. We still have Dragon, Avenger, Captain's Curse, Dasher, Tasmanian Devil, Chillin' Villain, Snowhawk, Northern Nightmare Ice, Gravedigger, Monster Mutt. Not Monster Mutt. Monster Mutt actually is taken already. Northern Nightmare, Roger Dodger, Octanator Ice, 32 Degrees, Soldier Fortune Ice, Blue Thunder, and Monster Mutt Rottweiler are all still available for holiday racing. So if you want to comment down any of those trucks, either in the holiday racing video, which I'll put in the link in the description down below, or go pick a truck in this comment section or on my Instagram comment section, be sure to do so and pick a truck here. Because we really want to try to fill out as many of these spots as we can possible here for the holiday racing. Alrighty, I've dragged this on for too long. Alrighty, bye everybody. We'll see you all Saturday for the Halloween show. Peace out, everybody.